here. We are here. And I'm solo, okay? Solo dolo, as they say. But look, today on the Keita J Reveal Show, we are going to talk about some hot topics, baby. And you know we love to bring the positive energy here. We ain't talking about no negative stuff over on the Keita J Reveal Show, but we are going to talk about some things, baby. We're going to talk about some great things. So I know. Let me tell y'all what happened to me this weekend. It was a great weekend, right? We had a wonderful weekend. I celebrated, a march with my daughter. They had their homecoming at Bowie High School. She's a dancer for them. It runs in the family, so can't help yourself but be creative over here. So, we marching and all that good stuff. She done went to the homecoming dance. They had a ball. I'm always supporting, so I make sure parents, make sure you support your kids too. I know sometimes we got a problem with supporting our creative kids. We want our kids to be doctors and lawyers and, police officers and all that great stuff. But you know what? We got some creators out here that's running things, that's doing the damn thing. And I will tell you that these community colleges are opening up for kids nowadays. They got performing arts and community colleges now. They have you can do journalism and all kinds of culinary arts, you name it. Let your kids have fun. Let them do things that they enjoy as long as it's positive. But I understand you always got to have something in your back pocket. So we got to talk to our kids about that too. But anyway, let's get on to that topic. Okay. So look, I know some of y'all may have seen the movie, okay, on Netflix. Let's talk about it. I know some of y'all have seen this movie on Netflix, right? Dolomite Is My Name. Ooh, we got the ginger beer in the house. Really, really good for you. But listen, Dolomite, y'all. Y'all see the topics. We're going to talk about it. I saw a lot of people out here talking about, I didn't really like Eddie Murphy playing Dolomite. But you know what? You get up there and do it. I always say, if you ain't putting money, and I know some of y'all saw my post today, the little character post that I put up. I love putting those things up too. I always say, if you can't do it, be quiet. Okay? If you ain't putting no money into it, be quiet. Because you got a lot of people that's always talking the talk. Can't walk the walk. All right? Now, we do want to say that Dolomite was one of those people that followed his dreams. Okay? If you saw the movie, and I'm not going to put it out there too much because some people probably didn't see it. But if you got Netflix or if you don't have Netflix, go check it out. I think Netflix like what, $11.99 a month? You can do Netflix, probably just a basic plan. I think like two people on the basic plan or whatever. But one thing about Rudy Ray Moore, I don't want to say Dolomite because Dolomite was the character that he played. One thing he did, he followed his dreams. Okay, he took it upon himself, and this man was in his 40s. He was in his 40s, y'all. This man was in his 40s. I'm in my 40s. And you know what? I started doing creative things in my 40s. I would say, no, let's take it back. I started doing creative things when I was younger. When I was a kid, I was into the performing arts. I was into athletics. I was into all those things. Dolomite was a singer. He was a creator. He became a rapper off of doing what came to mind. It always started off as an idea. We don't, some of us wouldn't get it. We don't get how creators, I don't care how old you are, you don't get how creators and people that are business minded want to do stuff. You have people in these business fields they go to college for 4 years. Some even get a master's degree or even a PhD and you can't figure out what it is that you want to do. You only follow that dream because somebody told you you should. And I'm not saying that, hey, you spending all this money on all these degrees when it's not even in your, it's not even in your path. This wasn't in, somebody's path to be an accountant or to possibly be a doctor. I was reading something the other day where somebody said they went to school to be, to become a doctor, and they weren't at all interested. So they ended up turning their head the other way. And it happens. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes this is at one point in your life, you thought you were going to be that. You thought you were going to be that doctor. At one point in your life, I could say my field is human resources. But you know what? To my avail, I will say, sometimes I feel like I'm not interested in it, but I have to do other things also to keep my mind going, to keep me going, to keep me on track. But this man, he was a dreamer. He came out working out from the military. He moved from couple states, moved to where he thought he could call himself being home. Worked in a record store, was singing, was a comedian. And even as a comedian, he wasn't even following the right path that so he thought. He wasn't funny. People wasn't really enjoying him. So he had created something outside of what he was already doing and made it pop. And I'm sure that probably wasn't even his intentions to know that he was going to pop like that, because if you follow the story, you'll see. But this man, clap it up to him. He did the damn thing. I followed his story for some years now, not just now, but I do want to talk about it because, we are in the month of the movie. So I'm praising to him. Thank you, Rudy Ray. I'm going to put that out there. And all the negative stuff that I've been saying, it's just ridiculous. Him and Eddie Murphy didn't get along. And so we need to cut all that mess out. This man is not even here to defend the allegations that people are putting out there about him. He doesn't even have, he can't even talk to Eddie Murphy at this point in time. So I would just say, let it go. Let's be positive, y'all. I know everybody can't do it. We can't expect everybody to be the way. But anyway, let's go on to the next one. Rudy Ray figured it out, y'all. He figured it out. He came to a point in his life where, hey, I'm going to make it happen. And he did. He did just that. He did just that. He figured it out. He started off with an idea, turned it into something else. Like they say, he turned water into wine. He turned water into wine. And that's how we do that. I got some plans myself, okay? And I don't even like to say plans, but I have goals. I have things that are written down, things that I've already conquered. I feel great about those things. In my late 30s, early 40s, we on to something, and we're going to keep it moving. And no matter what the naysayers say about you, hello, baby, you still got to keep it going, okay? So next, who we got up next? Let's see, who we going to talk about next? Oh, hold on. So let's talk about my man, Master P, y'all. Let me tell you. Okay, so my man, Master P, check this out. Check this out, y'all. So I just want to let y'all know my man, Master P. Look at this. So I'm scrolling through the internet and everything. I'm scrolling through the internet, and what do I see? Because I'm always paying attention to my man, Master P, right? So I must say, my man Master P is flooding the markets, okay? Master P is out here doing any and everything. He got shoes, okay? He got movies, he got film going on. He got what else Master P got? He got the liquor, I don't know if it's a liquor. He got what else does he have? He got some other things out there, but then now he got these ramen noodles right here. So Master P is like he's putting, I think right now he got his kids, some of his kids on the ramen noodles packets. I know online I saw he had the gumbo. Okay, he had the gumbo ramen noodles. I'm not a big ramen noodle eater. If I do eat ramen noodles, most likely it's going to be vegan. Probably one that doesn't have a lot of sodium where I can make it myself. But I will say, when my daughter and I, when we went to Dallas, Dallas has a really nice eating area. I mean, restaurants, you know, even the Asians have taken over a part of Dallas where they have bought up like a whole mall, like a shopping center where they got ramen noodles. They got what is the other one? The hot drinks and stuff in it. They got a bakery out there. Awesome. My daughter and I, we strolled around in Dallas. I had some business out for voice acting out in Dallas, and we went and we had a great time. Anytime you get to go to Dallas, I forget the area, but I'll let you know. You check out my Instagram post at exist the letter in nature. You will see that we have, if you scroll down some, because I think we went sometime last year. It was 2018. But yeah, you know, there was a lot going on in Dallas at that time. It wasn't busy or anything, but they had a whole shopping mall. I was like, this is all Asian over here. God, they buying up property. They are buying up property, and just like they buying up property, Master P is flooding the markets. Master P is flooding the markets. Okay, so I just want to say, right here, right now, I'm going to support some folks and let them know this. I don't have a brand deal on this. I'm just talking about this. These are some hot topics that I have, but I just want to put that out there. If you guys eat ramen noodles, because like I said, my daughter loves ramen noodles. And if, you know, if I see that Master P got some, I'm probably going to get them for it. A few packs, not too many. But it looked like he got chicken noodle flavor. What's the other? All those are chicken and the beefy and the shrimp. Okay. And then I saw the gumbo one that, like I said, online. So if you want to support Master P, then there you go. Okay. Like I said, he's flooding the market with everything. He got all his brands, his product out there. And if you don't get something, you're going to get something. Okay. You're going to get something. You don't get the ramen noodles. You getting something. You buying something from Master P. Okay. So now let's see. What else do we have on our agenda? Okay. So I know. Okay. Kanye. Right? Let me see. Everybody talking about yay. Everybody talking about yay. Everybody talking about yay, y'all. Y'all can't be mad at yay for real. Y'all cannot. I can't say y'all. I'm gonna say me, because I can't speak for nobody else. I can only speak for myself, right? And that's all you can do. You can't control nobody but you. Okay, nobody but you. We always seem today in this day and time, we trying to control everybody else but us. Okay, we ain't even got us under control, and yet we trying to control somebody. So I do want to say this. I do want to say this. Listen, why is it that we got so many people out here judging us? Okay, Kanye like Trump. Let Kanye like Trump. Like the man said, I'm with him on that. I'm with Kanye on people trying to tell you what to do. You know, I get tired. When I was younger, people told me what to do. And I was a little sassy little mama, just like I am now. I was always sassy. So I don't like people too much trying to tell me how I'm supposed to run stuff. This is my business. This is what I'm doing. Now, you can give me some suggestions. And if you add money to the pot, maybe you can do more. Maybe. If we in it together, then, you know, I'm going to listen to you. Yeah, I listen to people. but sometimes it may fall on deaf ears. It just depends on what you're saying. Okay, because if you ain't giving and helping like you think you are, just by adding your little 2 cents and stuff, and like I said, but they putting $1 in the pot, we always gotta judge somebody. People out here always got something to say about what somebody's doing, and Lord have mercy. We talk about the Dems and the Repubs. Most of us don't even know what's going on. All we know is people telling us what to do. That's it. That's how I feel about it. And that's all I'm gonna say. Because I hate talking about politics, only because it gets me in a rut. Because I don't think people truly know nothing about it. We know the basics, unless you really, really into it like that. And then you still may not know. The only thing I can say about voting, and we ain't gonna talk about that, but the only thing I can say about this era of politics, it's still the same. Everybody got blood on their hands. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Everybody got blood on their hands. Everybody, all the politicians, everybody that's all involved. Whoever you want to vote for who you want. You can't tell people who they should vote for. That's their business. We always in the business of judging folks. Always. Everybody got something to say about Ye. Everybody got something to say about you. Everybody got something to say. Everybody's saying everything, but ain't talking a lot of nothing. Because a lot of times none of us know what we're talking about. We just entered the fight for whatever reason. What are we fighting for? I'm always here to listen, though. Like I said, I'm listening, but sometimes it may fall on deaf ears. Excuse me. Off that subject. Anyway, okay, so you are in charge of you. Okay? You are the one that's in charge. You can't control nobody. You can't control what people do. If this man, Kanye, want to do gospel music, you ain't got to listen to it. You know what? I was one of those people. I did a voiceover for Chrisette Michele, right? Chrisette Michele, when she did the inaugural for Trump. To me, I felt like people were ganging up on her because she, even if she had an agenda, they got upset with her because she didn't do what everybody wanted her to do. And if she got paid for it, I would have sang too. I would have sang. What's wrong with her singing? What's wrong with Chrisette Michele getting up there doing what it is that she loves the most? She has talent. She's a creator. Let that woman sing. Who cares? Why do y'all care so much? Dust your hands off. Worry about your own problems. You probably got a baby in the back, you need Pampers. You know what I'm saying? You probably got a husband that needs, I ain't gonna touch that one. But probably got a wife that needs some attending to, I think we need to be worrying about other things. We worrying about everybody else and what everybody's doing. Why? I don't know. I have a problem with it. It bothers me. I can't even watch some of this stuff. I don't see how I love the positive messages that people bring. And even though, we say Ye is bipolar and stuff, so everybody is. Just not clinically diagnosed, probably. We all have our mood swings. We have our moments we don't want to be bothered. That's a mood. And sometimes I understand people are against him because of, what he's saying. They feel like he's not saying much of anything, but he's talking. Okay. But you know what? Sometimes we don't have the patience to sit and really listen to people. A lot of us we're on the bandwagon. We go off of what we see other people doing, and we like to join that force. We'll join a force just to say, I heard, so-and-so said this, and I agree with them. But you're not really listening to the underlying facts of what somebody's talking about. You don't even know the issue. You just gather some information from the media, or gather some information from a little small talk that you heard someone having. Have you figured out for yourself? Have you took the time to make a decision for yourself? That's just like people in church. The pastor sit down and tell you what he wants you to know about the Bible. But have you built your own relationship with the universe, or God, or Jesus, whoever you believe in? You have to do that for yourself. You can't wait for a pastor to tell you who you should be listening to and how you should be listening to this person, or what message you should be taking in. We all are different. We float differently. We're not the same. We're the same, but we're different. DNA is different. We got the same 24 hours in a day. We can do some of the same things other people can do. But why do we put so much energy into what someone else is doing? You are in charge of you, baby. You can't be in charge of everybody else. Sorry to tell you. I wish I had a whistle so I could blow it. All right, so what's next? All right, because I know. We get hyped up over here. Okay, so, and that's all I gotta say about Kanye. I don't have much to say about him. He doing his own thing. Look, I love a lot of the messages that he brings to the table. He opens up for, he opens people up for this, he's up for discussion. Let's say that. He opens a lot of communication up for people to talk. So I do like that. I do like that. But we got to mind our own business. We got to mind our own business. We got to worry about who we are. We got to worry about who we are. You know what I'm saying? We got to worry about who we are as people. So the last thing I got to talk about, okay, and I don't think I have, I think this is really it right here. So my last, let's see, what else we talking about? So we got on the agenda right now, Underdogs. It's the last thing I got to say, okay? This is the last thing I got to say about Underdogs, right? Do you need a huge following? Being an underdog mainly is about you not being the one that's up on the chart. You're not the one that you're not exposed to everybody. I will say that there's a lot of people that I tend to look at online. I'm big on looking at YouTube. I like a lot of information that's displayed on YouTube. I don't watch TV. I'm not into hip hop wives and all that stuff. And I'm not gonna say that I never was. I did look at it before, but I'm just not a big TV buff. I don't look at TV a lot. I've since YouTube has been out, I've been able to run into a lot of people. Some don't have a lot of followers, and just listening to some of their messages. You got entertainers, you got people that are really good with speaking, and some of them are just getting out and being known. And I won't say that they're up there like Will Smith or anything like that, but I will say there's a lot of people out here that we kind of skip because we're so big on who has the most followers. I'm kind of happy that Instagram and possibly YouTube. I know Instagram is thinking about taking the likes off of the page and everything. But then you got to think about it. The views are still going to be there. So it doesn't matter. I just think a lot of times we look past talented people and we go for the ones that have a lot of views. This is what the internet has done to some of us. If somebody shares something and they see that it has millions of views, then somebody else will share it. Then somebody else will share it, because it's like you're brainwashed at that point because you're thinking, numbers rule. Numbers rule. This is funny. this is funny to me, or and not even just funny. Sometimes I think people feel like they're not being offensive to people, and we love to share things that are very offensive, and think that could be cool, and I feel like some people say, oh yeah, a joke, you can tell a joke and an offensive joke and it not be offensive. But I'm with Eddie Murphy, and I said this on one of my other podcasts. I said, look, if you're saying something that's offensive, especially talking about somebody's family member that may have passed away and things like that, I just feel like sometimes you got to be careful what you're talking about, because you just talking anything. You just saying whatever you think is funny, but not necessarily saying that everybody else feels that way. And that's just me, and that just goes back to followers and, bandwagon people. You don't really need followers to me to be up there, high up there where you want to be. You gotta definitely feel for yourself where you want to feel it for yourself where you want to be. Everybody's not gonna have 1 million followers. And like I said, I'm happy that's about to be done and over with. Because it's a lot of talented people that I see. And you know what? Once I have my shows coming back, live stuff, because we gonna have that. It's coming soon. We got some live stuff coming, okay? We got some live entertainment. We're gonna have, man, I'm not even gonna get into it, but I'm working with some folks for real, on some things. And I'm not gonna spit it out there because I want it to happen. I don't want to talk about it too much. I've been goaling, and I got things, and I know I've been on my social media pages, and I've been like, we got stuff coming. But when it's ready. Right now, it's not totally there. It's almost there. We got some writing and all kinds of stuff that we've been doing. So, I just haven't been showing a lot of that stuff. I haven't been showing any of the people because I just want people to see me for who I am. Don't worry about who I know. Don't worry about the people that I've connected with. I got some folks that I've connected with, and it's serious, okay? I got goals. And I consider myself, I'm an underdog. I don't have a lot of followers, but I have a lot of people that not a lot. I have people that I've connected with. That's all that matters. The right people that you connect with is awesome, okay? So just keeping that in mind, you got to keep things to yourself. Like they say, sometimes you got to take stuff to your grave. Can't tell everybody what you're doing, but I don't want to take this to my grave. I'm going to share it with the world because I feel like, as many people contact me to tell me, I love what you're doing. I like, keep doing what you're doing. And people that have connected me in the right lanes, you put me on that street and say, hey, do this. I'm going to look out for you because you're a good person. We need some good people out here. I don't run across a lot of good people. I run across a lot of people that are programmed. And I try my best to stay away from their ass, okay? All right, so what's next? So we talked about, do you need a huge following? And I said no. Okay, so next. When people think you don't have what it takes, okay? This is still under the underdog. When people feel like you don't have what it takes, don't worry about them. You know what? You focus on what your ideas that come to you. You focus on those. You don't need people to tell you who you are. You know who you are. You don't need anyone to define you. It's all about you. This is about you. And sometimes we put so much energy into other people that we forget who we are. We forget the person that we should be. We forget our talents and our abilities and our skills. We forget all those things because we're too busy trying to put all of our energy into something else. And not just something else, people, things, all of that. That falls all under the something else. Things, people, others' business. Like I said, you got a lot of people. Some people are looking for donations, for their creativity. Some people are looking for having a hard time, folks trying to start their businesses, you know, and I can say I've been one to donate to many people, even when I didn't have it like that. I was one to say, you know what? I don't know this person like that. It's a lady online, and I'll say I listen to her YouTube sometimes. She talks about a lot of different stuff. She has some people on her page, but what she does, she travels and she shows you the world. She shows you many things. I think she's been to Dominican Republic, you know, Colombia. She's going some other places. And I think and I'm gonna put her out. Her name is the Black Beauty Academy. I may have her on here one day on the podcast, but she runs it's called Black Beauty Academy, and she's on Instagram. I want to say Instagram is Black Beauty Academy, and she's probably on YouTube as Black Beauty Academy. But yeah, she has some great talks on YouTube. They're positive talks. She talks great about eating healthy. Not all the BS stuff that you hear online. I can't stand it. I can't stand everybody's business. I can't. I got to unfollow you for that, because that's not my lane. My lane is to lift people up, encourage them. And if I can help you in some kind of way, which I have helped and sent money to people that I don't even know. And I've sent money to people that I do know. And I'm not here to brag about it, but I'm willing to encourage people. You know, it's not about women fighting against women, and I want this space. And sometimes when you invite women to do things with you, some of them are not ready to do it. So some people will be like, why she got all the guys on her show? Well, let me tell you, I've invited some women on my show. Sometimes they're not ready. So some of these ladies have businesses, and hey, I just say I sent the invitation. But the guys, the fellas, they willing and ready to come. You know, that's all good. I think I had one person that didn't come on the show, but that's all good. You know, we work in the King South. Sometimes people don't see you doing what they want you to be doing. If you got millions of followers, then they're like, oh yeah, I'll come on your show. But you know, nothing against anybody. I'm just putting that out there. I'm saying, look, don't say I didn't invite you, because you don't see what the numbers are online. You see them on Facebook. But just know, I have a podcast. My podcast is not just on Facebook. My podcast is other places. And trust and believe, people have directed me there. So, again, when people think you don't have what it takes, I know a lot of people feel like I don't have what it takes. But you know, do I care? Do I care? No. Why should I care? Why should we care? If you feel like I don't have what it takes, that's not your business. That's mine. I'm running things. And sometimes sometimes people be like, some folks be arrogant. Sometimes I can see why people be arrogant. Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. I'm working towards what I need to be. If you ain't putting money in the pot, again, hush. Hush. Let people roll the way they want to roll. If you got good information for them, give it to them. If you got something that's going to help their business, if you feel like that's a suggestion that can help their business, give it to them. Let them know. You never know if they're going to take it or not. I don't call it advice, but I just say, you know, you're suggesting things. I like suggestions. I don't like advice, because what worked for you may not work for me. You know, and people are respecting their arena. You know, you've been doing business in something for so many years. That's just like somebody on the job that's been doing something for years. You know, you've been working in the field, and then somebody off the street comes in, and you know, they coming out of school. You like, they haven't worked here. I've been in that place before where somebody came into the job and they didn't know what to do. And I was like, I'm not training him. If you got the job, you got to work in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're if you're willing to help people progress, don't say nothing. You know, I was against the person. I'm not helping him. I'm not doing it. He gonna have to. I gave him some material. You know what I'm saying? You can look through the material. You got the job. You can do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? But being in a lane as a creator is different, and a little different than having a job. I say you have people that can give you information that help them. but it's not necessarily saying it's going to help you, because it's a different day, it's a different time. There's ways that people are trying to figure things out for themselves, and respect goes a long way. And that's what people forget. Because you've been in it for 20, 50, 60 years, don't mean that you're going to disrespect me. You're going to talk behind my back and then think that things don't get back to me. Because that happens a lot. You talk about somebody. There's a quote I put out. You try to get close to people to find out their business. And people do that all the time. You try to get close to somebody just to figure out what's going on with them so you can run and tell the next person. So I'm not all about all that stuff. So, you know, like I said, this is the Key to J Reveal show, y'all. And on that note, do you, be you, and keep moving.